Well, it's a scorcher tonight. This nice fall weather we've had over the past 2 weeks decided to abandon us right now. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to the Conroe ISD Woodforest Bank Street Stadium stream here on YouTube. I'm Jackson Cochran, and I will be your voice for tonight's Week 3 district matchup between the Grand Oaks Grizzlies, who are hosting the Woodlands Highlanders, and we are coming to you live here at Woodforest Bank Stadium in Shenandoah, Texas. That was the Woodlands Highlanders doing their school song, and right now we're going to have the Grand Oaks Grizzlies continue with their school song, and I do not want to be disrespectful and interrupt them, and we will get back to more information once this concludes. Thank you to the Grand Oaks Band. For those of you tuning in with us tonight here on the YouTube channel stream, just want to say thank you. I know that a lot of you would like to be here, and it's going to be a little bit of a crowded stadium tonight. Both home and away teams, they're both from the area. It's the Woodlands, it's Grand Oaks. Traffic getting to the stadium was pretty difficult tonight. I even saw some tailgating out in the parking lot on the home side. So I know that a couple of those students that are actually tailgating, doing a little barbecuing, are going to be joining us shortly. But the Woodlands had a large margin of victory last week over Deer Park, winning 52-24. And they have been 2-0 in non-district play. And the Grand Oak Grizzlies, they defeated Waller last week 17-14, and they are also undefeated with a 2-0 record. It's a battle of the unbeaten tonight here at Woodforest Bank Stadium. And that being said, both these teams have had heavy passing games, which could lead to a potentially high-scoring game tonight. We're going to be getting to our sponsors just shortly. And whenever we come back from our sponsorship, we're going to go by the numbers and give you a couple key stats from both teams.
Woodlands National Bank, where convenience meets community. With over 30 branch locations in and around Montgomery County, we're always close by to help you with your banking needs. But we're more than just a bank. We're proud supporters of our local community, dedicated to making Montgomery County a better place to live and work. Experience the difference at Woodlands National Bank. Convenient, caring, and committed to you.
Since 1965, the team at Buckaloo Chevrolet has been working hard to deliver a better car buying experience to every customer. If you're looking for a better selection and a better car buying experience, head to Buckaloo Chevrolet. We promise no hassle, no haggle buying, and we never add things to our price you don't ask for. The price you see is the price you pay at Buckaloo Chevrolet on I-45 in Conroe, or shop BuckalooChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive. And remember,
it's a better buy at Buckaloo.
Our orthopedic care is shaped around you. And you. And you. Because customizing treatments and using breakthrough techniques is how your comeback starts. Like 3D printing for ultra-precise joint replacements and providing the same specialty care as we do for the Houston Rockets. So you return sooner, stronger, better. This is orthopedic care designed for you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
Shopping for a new or used vehicle? Or just looking for a place for good, reliable service? Go with the name you know. Gullo Ford, Gullo Mazda, and Gullo Toyota. The Gullo family has been serving the Conroe Woodlands area since 1970. So the next time you're shopping for a new or used vehicle or just need service, do yourself a favor and go see Gullo Toyota, Gullo Mazda, and Gullo Ford. Or log on anytime at GulloAuto.com. Gullo, let's drive.
How do we speed recovery for our patients? At Houston Methodist, we're improving surgical accuracy by mapping each patient's unique brain anatomy.
We're also using advanced visualization technology for heart patients, allowing us to see better and heal you faster.
That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Thank you to all our sponsors that are able to let us continue to bring you these broadcasts here on the Conroe ISD Athletics Woodforce Bank Stadium stream channel. And if you are here with us right now, watching from home or on your tablet, if you're in the stands right now, just remember that if you hit that little button that says subscribe, it's shaped as a pill, and then after you subscribe, you click that little bell to the left. It'll let you know anytime that we're going to go live throughout the season here at Woodforce Bank Stadium and moving forward into years beyond. Now, I promised you before anything we were going to go ahead and talk about both these teams by the numbers. And offensively, the Woodlands has had more of a balanced offense. They've actually rushed more than they've passed this season. Right now, their rushing game is at 445 yards and passing only 380. And that puts them third in the actual district, just behind Oak Ridge and Willis with the amount of total yards. And then Grand Oaks is just right behind the Woodlands, having 263 yards on the ground, but as you can see, 528 yards in the air. Now, total teams defensively, the turnover margin, the Woodlands, they've had 5 turnovers. They've been able to intercept 5 balls and fumble and recover 2 fumbles. Now, Grand Oaks has only had 1 interception and one fumble recovery, 2 forced fumbles on the season. Now, looking at the offense for both teams rushing, well, you have the junior quarterback, Jack Dalton, for the Woodlands. He has rushed for 201 yards on the year and has had 3 touchdowns. Then you're going to have the senior wide receiver, Jackson Bolender. He's rushed for 126 yards with 2 touchdowns. His longest rush of the season has been an 80-yarder. Then if you look at Grand Oaks, you have Devin Wallace with 123 yards on the ground and 1 touchdown. Then Donnell Frazier rushing for 96 yards with no touchdowns. Now, let's move to passing. You can look at Grant Smith, number 11, your junior wide receiver for Grand Oaks. He has thrown the ball.
In District 13-6A, Coach McDowell is building this program for long-term success, and the Grizzlies are ready to roar this season.
Let's go out there and make plays, fellas. Let's do this. Y'all want to win this game? Let's go win the game.
Well, both teams are coming through their inflatables right now. I know that the hype video just played here at the stadium for Grand Oaks, which they are just having a pep talk. Woodlands is now running from their big W inflatable in their all whites tonight after they touch the Stone of Destiny that goes with them anywhere the football team is playing. Following them will be the Grand Oaks Grizzlies in their all blues with orange helms. And I forgot, and as I was going over more stats by the teams, I was saying Grant Smith has thrown for 499 yards with 6 touchdowns, 1 interception. He has a completion percentage of 61%. And then right behind him, number 3 in the district for passing is the Woodlands junior quarterback, number 12, Jack Dalton. He's only passed for 355 yards, completion percentage of 71%, and then 6 touchdowns. And the Woodlands, not really passing as much as they have in recent years. They've been able to put points on the board, on the ground, and in the air. And most of the scores for Grand Oaks have come from this passing game. As the Grand Oaks Grizzlies are now running onto the field, we will be momentarily joined by the ROTC at midfield for the national anthem, then the coin toss, and within the next 5 minutes, we're going to have ourselves a great battle between these two schools to see who's going to remain undefeated on the year. Even though it is district starting right now, both teams are officially 0-0 in district play. For the Highlanders, this is Coach Jim Rapp's 7th season leading the Highlanders. And then you have Coach Sean McDowell, who is in his 2nd season for Grand Oaks. And Grand Oaks is still eyeing for their very first playoff berth, while the Woodlands has been in the playoffs for 30 years straight coming into this season. Thank you to the Grand Oaks Band for that rendition of the national anthem. The referees are making their way to midfield. From the press box, I can still see quite a few cars still trying to get parked and find their way into the stadium. It's already starting to fill up on both sides. The section right under me. A lot of people ready to see both these teams face off tonight. Team captains for both squads are about to make their way to midfield. Now on the Grand Oaks side, starting off, it's going to be number 36, Shep Jenks. Number 53, Timothy Moore. Number 10, Zachary Rollins. And number 7, Jackson DeGeorge. And on the Woodlands side, you have number 33, Jake Dorsett. Number 11, Cadriel Outlaw. Number 2, Shane Walker. And number 1, Jackson Bolander. Grand Oaks is going to be receiving, and they're going to try to attack the north end zone where the Woodlands will be defending. Both teams shake hands and go back to their sidelines. We are just moments away for this district matchup here at Woodforest Bank Stadium tonight. It is starting to cool off just a little bit. Not a lot of wind. It's been very windy the last couple games here. While it is nice and shady on the field, I'm sure it still feels pretty warm while we were starting in the mid-90s tonight. Hopefully it'll be cooling off in no time so these teams can actually get to enjoy some weather that could potentially be in the mid-70s tonight. Scott Starzyk teeing it up on the left hash, number 80. The senior has been getting some recognition for how well he does kick within the district, as he kicks to the south end zone. Grand Oaks is going to say, no, thank you, we will take the touchback. They're going to start from their own 25. As you can hear the Grand Oaks band and crowd get behind their squad. The Grizzlies are going to be led by number 11, junior quarterback Grant Smith, who has a couple key targets he likes to focus on. You can see him throw to number 15, Gabriel Despain, number 4, Preston Cloud. Now Devin Wallace running at it, coming in the backfield, number 3. As Grand Oaks is lining up in a pistol formation. Woodlands bringing 3 down linemen, but sometimes like to favor that blitz. Smith gets a handoff over to Wallace as he tries to find himself a decent hole and gets himself, looks to be 9, maybe 10 yards. Actually, he gets the full-fledged 10, maybe 11. They're going to give him the first down. So the first play of scrimmage for the Grizzlies is an 11 run by Wallace for a first down. And that was James Cantaloupe on the tackle, the senior defensive back. Grand Oaks lining up in the pistol. Getting set. They go ahead and call Wallace's name yet again, but he is brought down in the backfield. It looks to be number 95, Jairee Jefferson, stopping him for only 2. Grand Oaks looking to establish this ground game before they start looking to the air. Makes you wonder what kind of scheme they have on the Woodlands side to put a stop to this passing game that Grand Oaks has. Smith drops back, 3-step drop, looks, and he does find number 2, Julian Kent, who gets himself the first down. Just a little hitch comeback. Coming out of the slot as he gets a first down, as the Grizzlies are Grizzlies are in Woodlands territory. Fresh set of downs for Grand Oaks. Woodlands bringing 4 down linemen as they call Wallace's name again. He's just going to be stopped way back behind the line of scrimmage. Where forward progress is, I think that'll be a 2-yard loss. Woodlands lined up with 3 down linemen, and then we're bringing one of the linebackers off the edge, looking to put a stop to this ground game. It's now 2nd and 12. Ball at the 50. Number 8 for the Woodlands looks like he's going to blitz. Off his back foot over to Wallace with a screen pass. He gets himself the first down and then some. He breaks a tackle, and then he's finally tackled. That was number 3, Kaysen Bartolazzi, putting a stop to the big play. But if you look, if we're able to get that replay, if not, it's okay. But, yep, here comes the replay. You're going to see Smith lose his footing as he's just throwing it, and Wallace able to make the catch. Smith, 2-step drop. There is the first penalty of the night. It'll be a false start on Grand Oaks, which will be a 1st and 15 with 9 minutes, 11 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Grand Oaks, this offense is able to move downfield. Woodlands showing blitz. They bring 5 or 6. They feed Wallace again, but that is another flag behind the line of scrimmage. Look to be Derek Harrell on the tackle for the Woodlands. The penalty is going to be declined by the Woodlands, which will be a 2nd and 20 following the loss. Woodlands is looking to bring a lot of pressure now to interrupt this short passing game that Grand Oaks has been dishing out. Grizzlies. We have ourselves another penalty. That's another false start penalty on Grand Oaks. All the momentum that was going for the Grizzlies is now going in the opposite direction in favor in the Woodlands. It's now 2nd and 25 while they are still in Woodlands territory. Highlanders don't need to let anything get behind them. Smith with a 3-step drop. He rolls right, looks downfield. It's going to be an incomplete pass. His intended target was Julian Kent again, the senior wide receiver. Number 5, Drew Honeyman. Actually, I'm sorry, that's number 8, Zach Wardell. The defensive back is playing up on the line on that last play. Now senior linebacker Jake Dorsett lining up off the edge on the far side as he tries to come off the blitz. Smith finds his man. That is another pass intended for Julian Kent that is caught. That'll be a 4th down. It's going to be a 4th. That'll be a 4th and 16. Well, the play clock is at 20, which we've just going to be 7.5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. The offense is going to keep their personnel on the field. Don't know if Caden Rosado, the sophomore kicker, has the leg, or number 36, Shep Jenks, can kick from that far. They're not going to go ahead and risk it. Smith drops back as he finds plenty of room downfield, and he gets Kent again with the first down, converting on 4th down. Smith looked like he was going to do a quarterback keeper in the lane, able to step up and look downfield, finds Kent, kind of giving that little backyard football action. Play's going to just get busted, but the receiver finds himself open. Smith looks and gets his man as it's another handoff over to Wallace. He gets it in. The Grizzlies strike first with a touchdown, a 7-yard touchdown rush from the junior running back. The 4th down conversion into the red zone for a goal line stand. Devin Wallace finds it. A clear open lane, gets a 7-yard touchdown run. Extra point is good by kicker Shep Jenks. While a couple of penalties made you think that Grand Oaks was not going to be able to get into the end zone, that 4th down conversion finds himself into the red zone in a goal line stand, and Devin Wallace just trots it in for that 7-yard run. Great vision by the running back, finding the lane, getting in the end zone. Now we will see Jenks kick it off, and this Woodlands offense see if they can strike and make it a 7-all game. Back to return for the Woodlands, you have number 2, Shane Walker, and number 0, Patrick Stewart. Jenks with a high pooch kick. Looks like it might go out of bounds, which it does. It'll be a penalty. And the Woodlands will be starting from the 35-yard line? No, the 30-yard line. Yep, the 35-yard line. The Woodlands only needs to go 65 to tie this game up. Junior quarterback, number 12, Jack Dalton in the gun. Drops back, decides to keep it, and is tackled right at the line of scrimmage. That is Dayton Montgomery, number 99, the junior defensive tackle. So Dalton gets 1 yard on the run. 2nd and 9 for the Woodlands. Dalton decides to keep it again, and he gets nowhere. That'll be a loss. That's Ryan Simpala. And also number 44, Evan Phillips. So the loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 10 for the Woodlands with just close to 6 minutes left here in the first. They're going with an empty backfield, 5 wide receivers. Dalton, 3-step drop. Grand Oaks blitzing. Dalton gets the first down. That was Carlos Alvarado being able to stop Dalton's run. It's a fresh set of downs as the Woodlands are right at midfield at their own 47, and they're going to continue to keep it with this empty set. We have ourselves a little pitch over to Patrick Stewart. Looks to get 4 on the run with that jet sweep. Little forward pitch. Kind of could be a shuffle pass. It's 2nd and 6 at the Grand Oaks 49. Woodlands trying to get their play from the sideline. Play clock at 11 with the split backs. Play action. A lot of pressure from Grand Oaks. Throwing, and it is intercepted by number 7, Jackson DeGeorge, the senior corner. Picks off Dalton as he was looking for number 2, Shane Walker. So Dalton, pocket was collapsing, saw the blitz, and DeGeorge picks it off. Defense for Grand Oaks. Looking to strike and gets a turnover with the interception. Now the offense looking to capitalize on the points. They're handing it back off to Wallace again. Just a short gain, maybe 4 yards. Grand Oaks at their own 44. Looking to try to attack the north end zone. Making some moves on the line. As Wallace gets the rock yet again. As he stretches the edge. Looks to be 1, maybe 2. It'll be a 3rd. 3rd and 4. Woodlands trying to put a stop here, force a 3 and out. As they're showing blitz from the outside edge on the far side. Smith, play action, rolls right. A lot of pressure. They're going to say that it was a pass, forward pass. That was number 95, Jairee Jefferson, who was able to beat his man. And we're going to see the punt team make their way out to the field. Woodlands defense able to force the 3 and out and not let Grand Oaks capitalize on the interception. Kaysen Bartolozzi back deep to return the punt. Looks to be Caden Rosado with the punt. And it is blocked by the Woodlands. That was number 8, Zach Wardell. And number 33, Jake Dorsett, falls on it. Woodland special teams able to make a play and give them great field position to start off. They're going to be already in Grizzly territory at Grand Oaks 44. See if Dalton can just be a goldfish, shake that play off, shake off that interception. Split backs for the Highlanders. Dalton hands it off over to Bolander. He gets himself 6 on the run. Actually a gain of 5, so it is now 2nd and 5 as Bolander is now lined up in the slot. A little hard count from the Woodlands. Making Grand Oaks move at the line. Bolander goes in motion. It's going to be a handoff to number 22, Lincoln Halsey. Gets himself maybe 3. It'll be a 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. Needs to be an impactful 3rd down here from the Woodlands as it's almost offsides from Grand Oaks. Lined up with trips on the near side. As they give it to Halsey again. And it looks like he gets maybe a yard. They're just short of the 1st down marker. So we're going to have a 4th down. Woodland subbing some personnel. Bolander goes in motion. Looks like it's going to be a Wildcat offense. The direct snap to Bolander. As he's stumbling, he does do a spin move, and he gets the 1st down. He stumbled behind the line, but was able to re-find his footing. Number 44, Evan Phillips, in there on the tackle. But the Woodlands fight to keep this drive alive. With just under a minute left here in the 1st quarter on the 2nd drive for the Woodlands. Dalton back in the gun. So it's going to be another handoff, and this time they're looking for Cody Jordan, the junior running back, number 19. Looks to be a 4-yard run. Actually, it's a 2-yard run. The Woodlands just going to let time expire here in the 1st as they start to make their way to the sideline. Dalton's going to go ahead and have himself a quick chat with Coach Rapp. So after 1 quarter of play, Grand Oaks is leading after striking on the 1st drive of the game. 7-0 over the Woodlands Highlanders here at Woodforest Bank Stadium as the sun is setting. I was thinking that we probably were going to get ourselves maybe a high-scoring game starting off in the 1st half. Right now, it's been great defense from both squads. And the time of possession has been fairly equal for both teams as well. Woodlands starting on they're still working in their 2nd drive right now. Now the fan cam, see the student section are donning purple today. Very grape jelly, grimacy. Wonder if anybody was able to try that Grimace shake when it was released from McDonald's. But nice big crowds here at the bank tonight. Woodlands now ready to start attacking the north end zone. Dalton in the gun. Halsey in the backfield. Pocket is collapsing. Throwing downfield, he looks and he gets his man. That's Jackson Bolander in for the score. 30-yard touchdown reception. So the first play here in the second quarter is a play by Jackson Bolander as he was able to beat Kyson Morgan in the end zone as he crosses the plane. Starzyk back to kick the extra point. 80's been perfect. Starzyk continues his perfection with the extra point. So now we have ourselves a football game, everyone. It is now tied all at 7 as we are just into the early seconds of the second quarter. Now, last time that Starzyk kicked it, he kicked it deep into the end zone. Grand Oaks said, no thank you. We will take our touchback, and we'll start it at the 25. Julian Jordan on the far side to return. Another kick deep. And 83. Dylan Walker says, no thank you, we are going to take this touchback. This will be the third drive of the evening for Grand Oaks. The Woodlands defense was able to force a 3-and-out. After the Jackson to George interception from the first drive of the Woodlands. So Julian Jordan goes in motion. It's another handoff to Wallace as he runs to the far side as he cuts back up in the middle. He gets himself the first down. Took 3 Highlanders to get him down. James Cantaloupe, one of them, number 4. He was in on the mix. So the chains continue to move for Grand Oaks. Smith gives it back. Wallace is met at the line of scrimmage. Possibly a 1-yard gain. Cole Carlin, the junior linebacker, in on the tackle. Grand Oaks continuing to utilize the ground game to open up the passing game. Number 2, Julian Kent, who's been seeing a lot of action in the passing game tonight, lined up in the slot as he is thrown to. It's going to be incomplete. It was a bit of a low snap for Smith as he was able to barely get set as he threw. It was just half an arm's length in front of Kent, which will bring 3rd and 9. Dylan Carpenter, linebacker number 24, lined up in the far hash, playing the sideline. It is a pass and caught by number 4, Preston Cloud. Do they give him the first down? It was just right at the first down marker. They're going to say he has it. It's a fresh set of downs for Grand Oaks. So they're making their way to midfield. Cloud was pushed out of bounds by number 17, Jabarick Sullivan. Cloud lined up at the top of the screen. Ken at the bottom. Wallace is getting a heavy helping of handoffs tonight as he's tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Looks to be number 95, Jairee Jefferson, in the mix. Wallace taking a breather on the sideline. Number 22, Keelan Goss, coming in the backfield, lining up behind Smith. Grand Oaks with this moving in motion as they pitch it to Goss, as he has plenty of space. Had a good lane, tackled by number 24, Dylan Carpenter. So Goss gets himself maybe 5 on the run, actually a 6-yard gain. Grand Oaks is now in Woodlands territory. Kent and Cloud lined up on the far side at the 50. Kent in the slot. Smith over Kent's head. It'll be a 4th down, 5 yards. This will be another 3 and out from Grand Oaks as they bring the punt team back out. Just recently, it was a block punt from the Woodlands that gave them excellent field position where they were able to score their first touchdown of the night. Having extra protection in the backfield for the punt team. Rosado kicks it as the bounce is going to favor the Woodlands. So Vance Parks was able to jump on it. And the Woodlands is going to start their next drive over at their own 30 with just 8 minutes, 47 seconds before halftime. It's been a fairly clean game tonight. Only a few penalties on Grand Oaks, which were mostly just false starts. And the initial kickoff out of bounds. Something you like to see is a nice clean game from both squads. As it's another handoff. And looks to be number 19, Cody Jordan. Results in a 2nd and 8 for the Woodlands. Bolander and Jordan lining up with the split backs. Bolander and Jordan decide to swap sides. It's a play action pass as Dalton gets himself a lot of pressure. That is a big time sack by Dayton Montgomery, the senior defensive lineman. Number 99. So 3rd and 16 now, following the sack by Montgomery. The Woodlands are lining up with trips wide receivers on the near side. Dalton decides to go with the screen over to Jordan. He jukes a player, gets himself just enough to make it a 4th and 5, maybe a 4th and 6. The Woodlands decide to bring out their punt team. So the Grand Oaks defense forcing a 3 and out. Nice defensive battle from both teams, able to just have good battles in the trenches as they're putting pressure on the quarterbacks. The Grizzlies take their first timeout of the night. It's still early while we are tied at 7 here at Woodforest Bank Stadium. It's an exciting game so far. It's a good defensive battle. You've had some fun offensive plays. It's just good, clean football tonight here at Woodforest Bank Stadium. And what more could you ask for? Seriously. You have a great crowd on both sides. It's just one of those Friday night lights where you're going to enjoy this game. As Woodlands lining up with their punt team, Starzik back to punt it. And you have number 1, Griffin Tillis, back to return. He's lined up at the 20. Tillis does have some jets for legs. Starzik, booming punt. Oh, it's a muff punt. The ball's still out. It's going to be recovered by the Woodlands. Looked to be Cadriel Outlaw recovering the ball. Nope, that was actually number 28, Owen Wills, recovering the muff punt. Just bounced right off of Tillis's shoulder pads in his chest. Now the Woodlands with amazing field position as they are just a yard shy from the red zone. Ball at the Grand Oaks 21. Quick pass down in the flat over to Bolender. As he's pushed out of bounds, let's say over at the 16. Woodlands with split backs, 3 wide receivers. Dalton changing it up at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 5. Hands it off. Looks to be number 22, Lincoln Halsey, getting the first down for the Highlanders. They are in the red zone in a goal line stand. It's 1st and goal at the 9. Woodlands looking to capitalize, take their first lead of the game. 9 yards to pay dirt. Grand Oaks bring 3 down linemen. Now it's a quarterback keeper from Dalton as he gets nowhere as he's tackled by Ryan Simpala. And number 34, Brandon Moylan, was also in on the tackle. So the 2nd and goal at the 9. Just under 6 minutes here in the half. 4 wide receivers lined up. Dalton, 2-step drop, looking to the sideline, decides to keep it, running up the middle, gets himself just 8 yards, 1 yard shy of the goal line. Moylan able to make the stop where it'll be a 3rd and goal at the 1. So Dalton in the gun. You do see Halsey lined up to the left of him. They feed Halsey as he gets stopped right at the goal line. They're going to say he is short. So it's a big 4th down here for the Highlanders. Do they want to go for it? Or they just want to take the 3 points? Looks like they're keeping their offense on the field. Coach Rapp has faith in his squad. It's getting loud on the Grand Oaks sideline. Play clock under 10. Woodlands might take their first timeout of the half. And that's what they do. Play clock went to 0. It's going to be a 4th and goal. Ball at the 1. The Woodlands looking to try and attack and get the 6 points. They still had the offense on the field. Been a huge defensive battle from both teams. When the Woodlands is starting at the Grand Oaks 21, it's not a lot of yards for them to have to fight to get into the end zone. Woodlands still scheming on their sideline. Grand Oaks, the fans in the stands getting involved. And here comes the Woodlands offense going for it on fourth down. All they need is 1 yard to punch it in. Bolander going to get the direct snap. He's going to keep it, and he punches it in for the score for the Highlanders. So it's a 1 yard run from Jackson Bolander. That's his 2nd touchdown of the night. 1 on the ground, 1 in the air. As the Woodlands leads right now 13-7. Starzyk for the extra point. Remains perfect as he kicks it on top of the Annex building right next to the stadium. Highlanders ROTC doing push-ups in the south end zone. It's now 14-7, the Woodlands with their first lead of the night. And let's not forget, the Woodlands will be receiving in the second half. The Grand Oaks defense was a little winded, having to come back on after forcing a 3 and out. Starzyk teeing it up, favoring the left hash. According to 24/7 Sports, Starzyk is a good, hard verbal commit to the University of Iowa. I believe they are the Hawkeyes. Fun storyline right there. Starzyk kicks it deep, and it goes into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Fun game here at Woodforest Bank Stadium tonight, as it is officially nighttime. The moon is out. The sun is gone. Offense lining up. Preston Cloud, number 4. Number 2, Julian Kent on the far side. Kent lined up in the slot. Keelan Goss in the backfield, as Wallace is still, looks like this is going to be Goss's time to shine as they give him the ball, as he just fires through the line of scrimmage. That was a 4-yard run. But Goss just accelerates from the backfield. Like to see him in the open field. Try to find him on a screen. Maybe a swing pass. Second and 6 for Grand Oaks. 3.5 left here in the half. Smith hands it back off to Goss as he does a little Sutter step in the backfield, just gets one. Short gain makes it 3rd and 5. If the Woodlands are able to force a 3 and out, they'll still have plenty of time to make their way downfield and extend this lead. Grand Oaks looking to tie it back up on this 3rd and 5. Smith, pocket collapses. He decides to keep it. He's throwing from the line, looking downfield, and it is out of the hands of Julian Kent. So that corner route had to contort himself and just didn't have enough with his movement. Just see here the way that Kent just moved. But the Woodlands able to force a 3 and out now. It's been 3 straight 3 and outs for Grand Oaks. As the Highlanders are lining up with 2 return men. High punt. Not much distance. It looks like it's going to be another drive in Grand Oaks territory. They're going to say that it went out of bounds at the Grand Oaks 40. The Woodlands looking to extend their lead here with just 2 minutes, 29 seconds remaining in the half. All they need is 40 yards to make this a 14-point game. And then they get the ball back in the second half. It can just make this a 3-touchdown game. Dalton lined up in the gun. 4 wide receivers. Bolander in motion in the backfield. It's a play-action pass. Pocket collapses. Dalton's going to keep it. He has plenty of space. He's running at the 20. He's at the 10. He's just out of bounds. Looking for the end zone. But the 35-yard run, it'll be a 1st and goal, ball at the 5. Actually, no. They said he went out of bounds at the 11. I thought he went out of bounds at the 5. I see that right there on the replay. Just right there where he was turning it. Just got a little toe on the line. Dalton gets it. As he keeps it, and are they going to say he is in for the touchdown? Dalton with an 11-yard touchdown run. as the Woodlands extend their lead 20-7. Starzik ready for the extra point. The extra point is good. Woodlands go 40 yards in less than 30 seconds to extend this lead. With 2:13 remaining here in the first half, it's 21-7, the Woodlands over Grand Oaks. Kicking unit lining up. Starzik teeing it up. Most likely going to be another kick into the end zone. Dylan Walker. Looks to be Julian Jordan back to return for Grand Oaks. Starzik sends it to the end zone, and it will be a touchback. While Grand Oaks had a successful first drive, going 75 yards down the field, they have had 3 straight 3-and-outs since then. The Woodlands defense been able to just make these stops. So Grand Oaks trips on the near side. Smith intercepted by the Woodlands. That is Kaysen Bartolozzi for a pick 6. Bartolozzi's been waiting for that as he got a jump. He was following Smith looking for his man. That was number 2, Julian Kent, in the slot. Bartolozzi, great vision as he gets the pick 6 for the Woodlands. Starzik gets the extra point. In the second quarter, it has been all Woodlands getting themselves 3 touchdowns. 2 of the 3 on offense and 1 on defense. See if they can try to get one off of special teams and go 3 for 3 with all aspects of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. So Darnell Jackson, number 6, back to return. 83, Dylan Walker. Starzik ready to kick it off yet again. Starzik. Another booming kick. It's just going to go out of the end zone this time. Smith threw his second interception on the season. See how the junior comes back on the field, shakes off that interception. The Woodlands have been successful since Dalton threw his interception. See how Smith does right here. Drops back, rolls left, throws, looking for Preston Cloud. It's just short at his feet. Cloud with an out route. Unsuccessful. Bringing up second down, just 2 minutes left here in the half. And for those of you watching at home, just want to make sure that you stick around for the halftime show. We have quite a bit going on for you tonight. Both schools, both bands and drill team performing. And there's actually going to be a scholarship game from Lone Star College as Wallace gets a handoff and gets 2 yards on the carry. So yes, there's going to be a scholarship game from Lone Star College, one of our lead sponsors here for Woodforest, for the Conroe ISD Athletics Woodforest Bank Stream channel. It's now 3rd and 8. Play clock at 15 for the Grizzlies. Less than 90 seconds in the half. Tight coverage. Smith throws it to Cloud. He gets the first down. Smith able to get the pass off as he was getting tackled. It's just a minute left here in the half. If Grand Oaks is looking to strike, they need to have that hurry-up offense. Woodlands showing 3 down linemen and a linebacker blitzing, and just a little swing pass over to Wallace as he's able to break 2-3 tackles. Does a spin move out of bounds. Zach Wardle on the tackle. It's going to be 2nd and 2 at the Grizzly 43. Just 32 seconds left here in the half. It's another handoff over to Wallace as he's tackled just at the line of scrimmage. The Woodlands have scored 28 unanswered points. And looks like they're not going to get another playoff for the half. Some players are starting to make their way to the sideline. It's going to be the final play of the half, so just after one half of play, the Woodlands were able to get 28 unanswered as they lead now here at Woodforest Bank Stadium, 28-7 over the Grand Oaks Grizzlies. And just remember, stay tuned for the halftime show. The Woodlands are going to bring out their drill team and band first, and then it's going to be followed by Grand Oaks.
And good evening, football fans. Please direct your attention to the
scoreboard
side of the field and the south
Lone
end
Star
zone. And help me welcome representatives from Lone Star College. Tonight, they will be awarding $500 scholarships to 2 of our Conroe ISD students. Each set of students will have 15 seconds to throw as many footballs through the target. The winner will receive a $500 scholarship. On the field will be Reese Kim and Shannon Brunick, juniors from the Woodlands High School and Grand Oaks High School. Ready in 3, 2, 1, go! Two, one. And that's it. Good job. All right. Now for our next set of contestants. Now on the field is Trent Latour and Bree Riley, seniors from the Woodlands High School and Grand Oaks High School. Get ready in 3, 2, 1, go! Two, one. Great job. Congratulations to our students on your scholarships, and thank you to Dr. Reedhart and everyone at Lone Star College Montgomery.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Woodlands High School is proud to present the award-winning Woodlands High School Marching Band and High Steppers. Tonight, the band will be performing a portion of their contest show, Fantasia on Freshman Street. The band is under the field direction of drum major team Emily Fritchie, Amara Lewis, Fernando Perez, and Elizabeth Salinas. Percussion captains Camden Plush, Blake Eaton, Miles Estrada, Sophia Reyes, Justin Tito, and Alex Torres. Guard captains Olivia Thomas, Sarah Davis, and Avery Warren. This year's band president is Avery Sullivan, and the co-vice presidents are Lucas Cohen and Felipe Perazzo Bene. Historians are Claire Glocko, Alexa Andrade, and Audrey Bush. Secretaries are Mia Ashford, Taylor Clark, Aditya Arrowin, Carolyn Sullivan, Charlotte Stablock, Vivian Fitzgerald, and Gonzalo Aranda Ortega. Guard lieutenants are Ainsley Buttle, Julia Larson, and Melissa Reach. Guard squad leaders are Brent Bowman, Juliana Branham, Emma Pedicini, and Asia Wilson. Guard social officers are Maggie Lee and Judy Hopper. Guard skill leaders are Anita Lawrence and Zara Khan. The Woodlands Band would like you to help me welcome the McCullough Junior High School 8th grade band and guard and thank them for being here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the Woodlands High School Marching Band. now presenting the Woodlands High School High Steppers. The 2024-2025 High Stepper officers are Major Grace Bernard, Captain Stephen Chapman, Ashley Sorencioni, Lauren Gentry, Reese Harris, and Harper Oakley. Lieutenants Alana Ball Myers, Elle Hewlett, Alexandra Eisenbarger, Yardy Reese, and Kate Sullivan. Tonight, the High Steppers would like to welcome back the High Steppers class of 2004 by performing a kick routine to Nautical Fantasy. Once a High Stepper, always a High Stepper. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2024-2025 Woodlands High School High Steppers. We're proud to support Islander football. Ladies and gentlemen, the Woodlands High School Marching Band and High Steppers. The Woodlands Band would like to wish the Grand Oaks Band all the best in their upcoming competition season. direct your attention to the Jet Center balcony at this time for a special recognition. We are proud to introduce the following partners of Conroe ISD who support Workforce Base Stadium, Moorhead Stadium, and the Laurel Wilkinson Natatorium. Conroe ISD is extremely proud to have each and every one of you as our community partners. Thank you for your support. They are Golo Auto Group, Memorial Herman, the Woodlands Medical Center, Houston Methodist, the Woodlands Hospital, the Woodlands Sports Medicine Center, Lone Star College, Artemia, Fidium Fiber Internet, the City of Shenandoah. We would also like to recognize the sponsors who were unable to attend tonight's event. They are Buckaloo Chevrolet, Woodforest National Bank, Sam Houston State University, and Keeper Aquatics. Also, board members in attendance tonight are Skeeter Hubert, Melissa Duncan, Tiffany Bowen Nelson,
She couldn't help thinking that there was a little more to life. So
screaming, the scene is so vivid.
The Royal Pride dance officers and their partners are Lieutenant Risa and Kevin Kiefer, Lieutenant Harley Rogers and Micah Smith, Senior Lieutenant Sam and Joey Biondo, Senior Lieutenant Sydney and Lee Biondo, Senior Lieutenant Amy and Juan Piondo, First Lieutenant Reese and Ted Garza, and Captain Maddie and Joe Nelson. The Royal Pride Drill Team is under the direction of Hannah Gassett and Catherine Crappin. We hope you enjoy the galley and gal routine to Party in the USA that just occurred. Royal Pride would like to thank their sponsors, Creekstone Custom Living and Outdoors, Sentinel Air and Air Conditioning and Heating, and ServerMonkey.com. We greatly appreciate your support, and go Grizzlies! Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to be amazed. It's time to feel the rhythm, the excitement, and the power of music. Please give a thunderous welcome to the sensational Grand Oaks High School Grizzly Marching Band. The Grand Oaks High School Marching Band is under the direction of Michael Flake, Luke Stoner, Percussion Director Israel Lopez, and Color Guard Director Hope Postumus Wagner. The band is under the field direction of Head Drum Major Emma Stone, Senior Drum Major Cameron High, Senior Drum Major Adam Hyatt, Senior Drum Major Sophie Wilson, and Junior Drum Major Megan Bowers. The Color Guard is under the leadership of Captains Peyton Sunderman, Liana Ramos, Gabriella Clark, and Lillian Soignier. The Grand Oaks Grizzly Twirler is Texas State Champion Emma Matei. This evening, the Band and Guard invite you into the Dragon's Cave and bring you along for the ignition of an epic battle, culminating in the loving bond of a dragon and its trainer. So move to the edge of your seats as the Band and Guard dazzle you with portions of their 2024 competitive marching show, Dragonheart. second band section of the week is the color guard. Band member of the week is Juliana Salvage. Freshman of the week is Leah Knox. Guard member of the week is Audrey Wilson. Percussion member of the week is Zach Gilbert. The Grand Oaks band directors would like to say thank you to all of the parents, volunteers, staff, and administrators that have helped us become who we are. We could not have done it without you. Go G.O.!
I'd also like to recognize two more very important people tonight. They are Walter Jets and board member for Conroe ISD, Keyshawn Williams. Conroe ISD would like to thank the press box sponsors for the 2024 season. They are Puka de Pepo in the Portofino Shopping Center in Shenandoah, Buffalo Wild Wings in the Portofino Shopping Center in Shenandoah, Chick-fil-A on College Park, Chili's on Lake Woodlands and Indian Springs.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed the halftime festivities from the Woodlands High School Band and the High Steppers and the Grand Oaks Band and the Royal Pride. It was father-daughter night for the Royal Pride, so they had their little father-daughter dance. We hope you all enjoyed that. I sure did. A couple of those dads able to still, move around. One of them had a pretty good high kick, if I'm being honest with you. Saying pretty flexible. We had ourselves a quite eventful first half, while after the first quarter we were tied up all at 7. The Woodlands were able to score 28 unanswered points and able to force 3 3-and-outs. On the Grand Oaks Grizzlies. Woodlands leading right now 28-7. Both teams are running back out onto the field. Woodlands leading out of their inflatable with the massive Highlander after touching the Stone of Destiny. Now the Grizzlies are going to make their way back out on the field from their Bear inflatable. Scoring drives tonight. Grand Oaks were able to score in their first drive off of the Devin Wallace 77-yard touchdown run. For the Woodlands, they were able to score off their second drive with a 30-yard reception to Jackson Bolander. On their fourth drive, they had a 1-yard touchdown run to Jackson Bolander. It was on that goal line stand. It was a 4th and 1. Then they had the 11-yard quarterback keeper, Jack Dalton, able to rush it in. And then Kaysen Bartolozzi was able to have an interception return for touchdown off of Grant Smith. That was Grant Smith's second interception on the season. And in the first drive of the game, Jack Dalton threw his first interception of the season. Pretty much been mostly ground and pound offenses sprinkled in with a little bit of the passing game. The Woodlands will be receiving in the second half, trying to extend this lead while they're already leading by 21 over the Grizzlies. Still a massive crowd on both sides here at Woodforest Bank Stadium. Temperature has dropped to the mid-80s. It feels like 85 with the humidity. Maybe a little warmer on the turf. Nice little break for both squads as they recover, talk scheme. See if Grand Oaks has any answers, especially on the offensive side. After being stopped after their first drive with not being able to get down into the end zone. It's been a fairly clean game with penalties. Mostly just false starts by the Grand Oaks offense. Haven't seen many penalties on the Woodlands side of things. Shane Walker back deep to return for the Woodlands. Shep Jenks ready to kick it off. Last time that Grand Oaks kicked off, it was about a high pooch kick, went out of bounds. So Jenks is kicking deep. Starting at the 7. Walker's keeping it. He's got plenty of room. He's at the 50. He cuts back in the middle of the field as he continues to go with it. That could have been a special teams touchdown for the Woodlands. And that would have been big score for them as they're going to start at their own, at the Grand Oaks, looks to be starting at the Grand Oaks 30. It was a 60-yard return from Walker. I know that the Highlanders had a special teams touchdown last week. Dalton lines up in the gun. Little shuffle pass over to Bolinder. Short yard gain. Medium yard gain. Gets 5 on the reception. Since it's a forward pitch, could potentially be known as a pass since it is a forward motion. It's going to be a official timeout. Woodlands making a substitution with the line. Second and 7 for the Woodlands. Play clock at 7. Trying to get the snap before. And it's going to be a handoff up the middle as Cody Jordan on the carry. He gets the first down. And the Woodlands are back in the Grand Oaks red zone. First and 10 at the 15. Dalton with a high snap, able to give it to Jordan as he just finds plenty of space open, gets into the end zone, crosses the plane on a 15-yard run. Huge gap as he got into the second level, able to break that tackle. And he gets his first rushing touchdown of the night, as that extends the Woodlands lead. Right now it's 34-7 over the Grand Oaks Grizzlies. Starzyk successful yet again with the extra point. The 63-yard kickoff return from Walker is able to just give excellent field position for the Highlanders. And Cody Jordan gets a 15-yard touchdown rush, making it 35-7, Woodlands leading with just 10:34 remaining here in the third quarter. Now number 27, Tate Ryan, is going to be kicking for the Woodlands in place for Starzyk. As Grand Oaks has continued to have it be a touchback. The ball goes into the end zone. Grizzlies are going to start at their own 25. Last time we saw the Grand Oaks offense, they were moving up the middle of the field. And just with under a minute left, they just went ahead and let time expire to end regulation for the half. Grizzly offense lining up. 2 receivers on the near side. Julian Kent in the slot. Preston Cloud far wide. As Devin Wallace gets a handoff. As he is met back at the line of scrimmage. This Woodlands defensive line is able to fill the gaps and not allow the Grizzlies to make any moves on the ground game. Smith sets, decides to run away, throwing downfield, gets Kent. They say that it is an incomplete pass. That'll be a 3rd and 10 for the Grizzlies. Moderate success rate tonight on 3rd down by Grand Oaks. They are looking not to go 3 and out on their first drive of the half, trying to narrow this deficit. That's going to be a delay of game by Grand Oaks. Play clock went to 0. That'll make it now 3rd and 15. As they spot the ball at the 20-yard line. It's Grand Oaks going left to right, trying to score in the north end zone. Smith steps back, moves up in the pocket, looks downfield, looking for Kent yet again, just short. Now that was James Cantaloupe, who was on Kent. The Woodlands defense forces a 3 and out, and we're going to get to see the punt team again. So Bolander and Stewart back deep to return. Caden Rosado, number 35. He's at the 6. Nice punt. Bolander muffs it. Able to keep it. There was a muff punt earlier from Grand Oaks that gave the Grizzlies, that actually gave the Woodlands great field position. But the bobble, Bolander was able to drop on it, and now the Woodlands are going to bring their offense back out for the second drive of this half, starting at their own 44. It's a quick first half tonight. As the Highlanders go empty. Dalton, quick pass into the slot. Looked to be number 89, Preston Stevenson, on the reception. The Woodlands have a plethora of receivers. Could be a wide receiver institution. We know that Danny Amendola, Super Bowl champion, played his high school ball here at the Woodlands. As Jordan gets the handoff, runs up the middle. It's going to be a 3rd and 3. Highlanders been able to have quite a assortment of players make it to college and some in the NFL, as Dalton decides to keep it just short of the first down marker. We know senior quarterback Mabry Matoyer last season committed himself over to Wisconsin, one of the all-district quarterbacks. Just biding his time, waiting to get his first team reps. Getting to play on Saturdays. It's Dalton, the junior replacement, big shoes to fill. Have himself a decent season at the moment as he hands it back off over to Jordan. Forward progress is going to stop them over at the, say, the 42, 43-yard line. It's now going to be 2nd and 7. Woodlands just trying to continue to control the clock and move their way down the field. As Bolander gets a handoff, as he's moving to the left side of the line and gets to the second level, just shy of the first down marker. Will be 3rd and possibly a yard, maybe 3rd and inches. When we were going by the numbers earlier in the broadcast, just explaining that while the Woodlands is just 3rd in the district with all their yards, they've actually favored the ground game more. Coming into tonight's game, they only rushed for 445 yards, where their passing game was only 380 yards. We've been seeing a lot more of the Woodlands utilizing this ground game. As Dalton drops back, and he's sacked behind the line of scrimmage. That was number 17. Joshua Tang, the senior linebacker, who had himself an interception just 2 weeks ago. It's now going to be 4th and 4. Looks like the Woodlands are going to keep the offense on the field. I know Starzyk has the leg, but this is too far of a field goal. That'd be a 55-yarder plus if he were to attempt it. So Dalton, with trips on the near side, breaks a lot of pass rush, and Dalton just continuing on the field. He gets in the open field. It's a touchdown. That's a 40-yard rush where he was getting swarmed by a pack of bears, by the Grizzlies, and just turns it into a 40-yard touchdown run. Following the extra point, we'll have the replay so you can see how Dalton was able to get that touchdown, and that was Tate Ryan on the extra point. But here it is. 3, 4, 5 defenders coming, bringing pressure, breaks a tackle, and then just cuts back left, open field. Dalton, you see he slipped right there. You thought that he was just going to go down, decide to keep the play live, and able to just continue to run away with it here at Woodforest Bank Stadium. Now the Woodlands are leading 42-7 over the Grizzlies. The entire defensive line for Grand Oaks was in the backfield. While Starzik's night's done, Ryan is getting some more reps. Ryan from the 40. Now it's going to be in the end zone. It's going to be another touchback. Dylan Walker declines it. Grand Oaks. The Woodlands have scored 42 unanswered points since Grand Oaks scored on their initial drive this evening. So Smith hands it off to Gase as he cuts back. Actually, that was 23. Donnell Frazier. Second and 6 now for the Grizzlies. Frazier getting some reps at tailback. Smith hands it back off to him as he breaks a tackle in the backfield. Now there are 4 or 5 Highlanders just trying to fight his way back to the line, but is finally tackled. Lost a yard. It's now 3rd and 7 for Grand Oaks. Smith, play action, trying to evade the defender. Gets a pass complete over to number 8. That was Julian Jordan, the tight end. That is a first down. Nice little safety net thrown to the tight end for Smith. Spreading the ball around tonight. Jordan goes in motion. It's another handoff to Frazier. Maybe finds his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now under Coach McDowell's second season here for the Grizzlies, he's just 3-5 after his first season in district play. So the Grizzlies looking to try to get into their first playoff berth in school history. Frazier loses a yard, brings it 3rd and 11. Grand Oaks only averaged 17 points a game last year. They came out swinging big in their first game of the season. Now just being held to only 7 tonight by the Woodlands. As Smith is looking for Jordan again, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. That brings 4th down. And we're going to see the punting unit line back up. So throughout the district, I know that it is New Caney's bye week. And Oak Ridge won here against Cleveland last night. As Rosado's back to kick. Looks like it's going to be a delay of game from Grand Oaks. Once film study hits next week, they're going to be looking at a couple of these penalties. I'm sure from Grand Oaks. Rosado gets some good hang time. Bolander looked like he was going to go for it. Decides to call poison. Nice, favorable roll. One of the Grizzlies is actually blowing at it, trying to give a little extra yardage. That was 42, Scott Rutan. Just wafting at the ball, gives it just another yard as the play is done at the 19. But there looks to be some, there's a flag back over at the 25. The penalty is going to be on the Woodlands, one of their first penalties of the night. So the yardage is going to push Grand Oaks forward. And it looks like it's going to give them a fresh set of downs following the penalty. One of the first penalties of the night, or first penalty of the night for the Woodlands in this half. Gives new life to the Grand Oaks Grizzlies and keeps their drive alive. So 1st and 10 at the Grand Oaks 45. Woodlands looks like they're going to bring 6. Quick pass to the sideline. That was Julian Kent. Actually, I'm sorry, that was Darnell Jackson. It's now 2nd and 4. Just a minute and a half, close to a minute and a half remaining here in the 3rd quarter. It's going to be a handoff. They spot it just short of the first down marker. It's going to be a 3rd and 1. That was Keelan Gauze on the carry. Grand Oaks are back in the Woodlands territory. Smith drops back. Throwing back to the sideline that was intended for Preston Cloud. As it just pops out of his hands. It's going to be a 4th and 1. And I'm sure Grand Oaks is going to keep the offense out on the field. Trying to get a playoff. Don't want to get another delay of game. Smith lining up under center. Going to be a quarterback sneak. As he pushes forward, they're going to say forward progress. He's still up. He breaks through the scrum. And he gets down right at, let's say, the 16-yard line. There is a flag on the play, though. Back over at the 42. It's Just waiting for the lead referee. Penalty is on Grand Oaks. So the 24-yard rush will get pushed back. It'll now be 4th. And looks to be 4th and 2. Play clock at 15. Play clock at 5. Don't need another penalty here for Grand Oaks, trying to get the ball off. Snaps it right at 1 second. Thrown to the sideline. And that is an incomplete pass. So Paxton McCutcheon, the junior tight end, unable to keep it in his hands, and that'll be a turnover on downs for Grand Oaks. With just 12 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. And it looks like the Woodlands are bringing in Cadriel Outlaw at quarterback. Looks like Jack Dalton's night is going to be over. Actually, it's number 6, Parker Stevenson, who gets sacked in the backfield. It was a play-action pass. But that does it here for the third quarter. That does it for 3. Woodlands still leading. So it was 42-7. Something happened on the scoreboard. It's saying it's 48. There has not been another touchdown from the Woodlands. Unsure what happened with the scoreboard, but just so you know, it is 42-7. The last touchdown was off of the 40-yard touchdown run from Dalton. This is going to be a 2nd and 18 here for the Woodlands. He's going to hand it off as Lincoln Halsey is getting some more touches. Seven-yard gain will bring 3rd and 11. Just north of us over at Moorhead Stadium. Looks like Conroe is leading over College Park, 23-14 at the moment in the third quarter. Stevenson gets intercepted. So Jackson DeGeorge with the 2nd interception of the night. ball hawking defensive back brings more life back to the Grizzlies after you heard Sandstorm, what the Grand Oaks Grizzlies have started doing. You play the song Sandstorm at the start of the fourth quarter. So Smith's night's over as Gase and Gauze gets the handoff. It's now 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Low pass, it's an incomplete. That from number 10, Zachary Rollins. Third and 11. Grand Oaks at their own 46. Low snap. Rollins decides to keep it. Now it's now it's 4th down. Grand Oaks back to punt. So the timeout from Grand Oaks. With 9:38 left to play here at Woodforest Bank Stadium, it's going to be a 4th and 4. The punt team out here for Grand Oaks. Plenty of time. Booming punt. Bartolozzi says poison, and the bounce is within the 15-yard mark. It's now going to be 1st and 10 at the 11 for the Woodlands. So the Highlander offense lining up with trips receivers. And Stevenson decides to keep it. He has himself a huge open lane as he's now at the 40. He's at the 50, back on the 40, 30, 20, gets pushed out of bounds. As Griffin Tillis able to put a stop to the massive run there by Stevenson. That is a big first down. That was a 71-yard run from Stevenson. That'll be a delay of game for the Woodlands. Following the big run, it's going to be a 1st and 15 now. Ball at the 23, gets him out of the red zone. So Stevenson trips right. Hands it off over to Halsey. Halsey gets 8. Grand Oaks looks like they're going to be sending someone, trying to blitz. Able to put a stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks like there's some extra activity going. Maybe the ball came out. It's hard to see from the scrum. And it is. So the ball came out, and now it's going to be Grand Oaks ball as they're going to start at their own 16. Grand Oaks looking to try to find their way back downfield. Haven't seen the end zone since their first drive of the game. So Frazier with the handoff. I think I hear a little Chapel Roan from one of the bands. Yeah. I know who Chapel Roan is. Hottoo. You can take me hot to go. So Frazier with the 9-yard run brings up 2nd and 1. They call Frazier's name again. So Rollins and Frazier getting the first down. Just 7 minutes remaining here. Low snap. Another pitch over to Rollins. From Rollins over to Frazier. And he just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Grand Oaks taking quite some time off the clock in between plays. Signals from the sideline as they get the play. Micah Dixon lined up, number 14, top of the screen. It's another handoff. This run game continues to go for the Grizzlies. It's going to be a third. Looks to be a 3rd and 8. So Bryce Turner was the intended back who got the rock. Now it's going to be 3rd and 8 with 5:22 left here in the game. Woodlands leading. Now a pass that was over to Micah Dixon, just short of the first down marker. Here in a cup, I guess that they're taking a timeout. No, just short of the first down marker. You see on the Woodland side, the mascot that they kind of their rally cry is their green chicken. I wonder if it lays green eggs. Well, it's going to be 4th and 1 for the Grizzlies. It's been all Woodlands since the second quarter. Looks to be a timeout on the field from Grand Oaks. While you see on the score bug on the screen, just trying to get a confirmation, but it should be 42-7. Not sure where the 49 came from, because all the scoring plays I have, the last scoring play was the 40-yard touchdown run from Dalton. The punt team is making their way back to the field as the timeout concludes. The Woodlands has no one back deep to return. They have expectations of a potential fake. Booming punt as it goes out of bounds. Sideline judge is going to say it was at the 33 where it went out of bounds, and now it's Woodlands ball yet again following the fumble on their last drive. Few score updates. I see that that Connor was still leading over College Park, just north of us at Moorhead Stadium, 23-14. Willis Wildcats are up over the Caney Creek Panthers. Stevenson does a screen pass as he finds Cad Outlaw. Just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Unsure with what's going on the field right now. Looks to be the penalty. I'm not seeing a flag. But they're moving the line up for the Woodlands. So the penalty that was on Grand Oaks, now it's going to be a 1st and 10 at the 48 for the Woodlands. Stevenson gets the hand as he gives the ball over. I think he gives it to Outlaw again. Cat Outlaw gets himself 4. So we are under 4 minutes now in regulation. Highlanders back in Grizzly territory. Delayed handoff as Outlaw trying to spin his way off the defender. That was Carlos Alvarado. The 9-yard gain gives them the first down. As the game clock continues to run. It's another handoff to Outlaw as he's met by a couple of Grizzlies. That was Evan Phillips leading the strike. Is now 2nd and 5. With 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the game. Stevenson hands it off. Gives it to Johnny Bolander.
Number 83, Johnny Bolander, out of the 35-yard line. That's a 4-yard gain of play, brings up 3rd down.
Stevenson gives it to Outlaw again. It's now going to be 4th and 5. As the game clock is at 1:15. With just 60 seconds left here in the game, it's a 4th and 5. Highlanders. It's a high snap out of Stevenson's hands. And he's just going to go trying to throw it downfield. And it's going to be incomplete pass, turnover on downs. Pass intended to Drew Corley. Grand Oaks is going to start their final drive of the night with 42 seconds here. While the scorebook says 49-7, Woodlands still leading. Rollins in the pistol formation for Grand Oaks. Just 42 seconds remaining here at Woodforest Bank Stadium. Looking to throw it deep. Finds his man. That's number 8, Julian Jordan. Actually, that was number 6, Darnell Jackson with the post route. As he scores, it is now 49-13. Pinning the extra point. Shep Jenks ready to kick the extra point for Grand Oaks. The extra point attempt is good. Scorebug says 49-14. Woodlands leading over Grand Oaks with 32 seconds left to play in the game. Just nice deep post route in between the seams. As Rollins found Jackson. As we were standing by for the kickoff. Just want to thank everybody here in the broadcast booth tonight, and I hope everyone enjoyed the halftime show. That was brought by the Highlander Band and the High Steppers. As Jenks kicks it deep. Bartolozzi signals for the fair catch. And the Grand Oaks Band and the Royal Pride having the father-daughter dance tonight. So the Woodlands are going to go home tonight with another victory to stay undefeated this season. While it's just the first week of district play, Grand Oaks are still able to make something happen. So the Woodlands were in the victory formation, taking a knee. As the play clock is going to run down, as I was saying, the Woodlands are going to go home with the victory tonight. Scorebug saying 49-14 over the Grand Oaks Grizzlies. We hope everyone gets home safe and hope you enjoyed the broadcast tonight on the Conroe ISD Athletics Wood Forest Stadium stream. Just want to, again, thank the wonderful broadcast team we have here. And we're going to be back again next Friday. That's right. Next Friday, looking at the schedule, give you a couple of the teams. Looks like Caney Creek's going to have their bye next week. Conroe will be on the road to New Caney at Randall Reed Stadium Thursday night. On Friday night, Oak Ridge will be hosting College Park. And then Thursday, here at Wood Forest Bank Stadium, you're going to get to see the Woodlands go head-to-head against the Willis Wildcats. And looking that the Wildcats are going to stay undefeated as well. So it'll be another battle of undefeateds going into Thursday night. And then Grand Oaks will go on the road to Cleveland Friday night. Here are a couple key highlights from the game. We hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoy these highlights. A lot of big plays that occurred in the game early and late. Thank you again for tuning in. My name is Jackson Cochran, and for the crew here on Conroe ISD Athletics Stadium streams, Wood Forest Bank Stadium stream, be good, be great, get home safe. Take care.